episode 58 has landed. I'm going to talk about it right after the intro, but like always, don't forget to check out my Patreon. That's appearing on screen right now as well. Or you can find the link down in the video description down below as well. Well, also don't forget, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and then press the bell to keep notified. But without further ado, let's hit the intro and let's crack down to the review, shall we? Hit it! 58 landed this morning, early, at Airdoo. And it really does seem to be, was definitely a Hikari-centric episode. A Hikari and Tailmon episode. When it comes to that, it seems to be that it's always focused around darkness. Obviously, Hikari's character, even in the original, always seems to be associated around like the darkness, dark ocean, and everything. Definitely Tailmon in the original series as well, with her working with Myotismon and then learning that she's the 8th Digimon, and when we learn about her past, how she got separated from the group of the Digidestined Chosen Children's Digimon Partners group and everything like that. It all expanded that. It's always been around the darkness in a way that it does make sense. And it continues on with that theme in this series as well. Well, with how Tailmon got caught or trapped inside Chaos Nightmon or whatever, and then Hikari went to save her and everything and broke free and defeated Chaos Nightmon completely and everything like that. And then it all spins around the whole light thing. Definitely when it came to Holodramon being one of the great god deities, like Holodramon and Goddramon, when they defeated Millenniumon, were the two god deities in this series, are the god deities in this series, and we really have learned about that, and it was set in stone. But it didn't stop there with Hikari and that in this episode. So this episode continues on to the adventures and the story all the way back to Petuldramon's forest. If you remember what happened to Petuldramon, you remembered what happened to Petuldramon. And we see some of the Digimon that lived there now looking after the Digi-Eggs, or Digitama, as they decide to now officially call them. But they continued on and everything. And then suddenly Taichi shows up and Tailmon notices something else in the forest, something that was not right, wasn't sitting well with her and everything. And she asked the red Parrotmon or whatever, what penguin type Digimon, to take her where they found this one Digi-Egg that was grey, that like its life was sucked out of it, like its colour was taken away from it. And they want to they want them to show Tailmon where they found this egg. And there we see these Digimon called Soulmon, a variation of the Bakumon. If you remember the Bakumon were Ghost Digimon, when the Soulmon are pretty much Bakumon with witch hats. That's pretty much what Soulmons are. So just imagine Bakumon with a witch hat. That's all you need to know, and there you have Soulmon. And everything, they started attacking, fighting them and everything, and then started collecting the other Digitama in the forest where they were. And they continued on that. And then they decided to separate. Taichi and Agumon split out with Kodonamon and the others to collect the Digi-Eggs, while Hikari and Tailmon continue on fighting the Soulmon constantly until they reached further into the forest and they met their leader. They learned about their leader. The leader done an attack that destroyed some of the trees in the forest of Petuldramon. And that's where the fight starts to continue on growing in a way, continue on fighting in a sense, and everything. So they kept on fighting, kept on trying to defeat the Soulmon, and then Tailmon devolves into Anjuwamon and started fighting this Digimon called Skull Bulkamon, or Balkamon or whatever. Well, that to me looked like a Skull Garurumon. The wings. If you get my drift. But I could digress, and they kept on fighting everything until this Digi-Egg that Hikari wrapped a scarf around finally hatches, and they start saying how life is protected by the light that is created around them, and that the light protects life and everything like that and stuff. And we get to see the instance. You know how we had elements of the Mega Digimon in every series, in some episodes, like when Tentomon and Kurashira were in the network trying to head into the digital world and everything. We get to see the brief glimpse of Hercules Kabuterimon, like a colour purple type thing around Altair Kabuterimon, or I think it was Kabuterimon. We get to see Hercules Kabuterimon in a form shaped like that. That we got to see a glimpse of Ophanimon with that. So originally, I said at the end of last week's episode review that this might be the episode where we get to see Ophanimon, but we didn't. But it wasn't a bait and switch where, like it was with the Gabumon episode where he was on the cross, where that felt like that was the bait and switch episode for Gabumon. That episode where he was on the cross and everything, I'm still going to rant about that every time I meant to bring it up in every review. If I bring that episode up, you know it's going to be a rant. That should have been Metal Garurumon's debut episode. That should have been his debut episode. But no. Nada. But I digress. So we get to see the silhouette of Ophanimon. So this series is catering to both fans of the Tailmon line. Because Tailmon's line always had the split fans. You have the fans that liked Angemon to Holy Dramon, and then you got the fans that like to continue on the trend of Angemon to Ophanimon after Tailmon. It's in a way similar to the sense now that Patamon goes from a winged thing, four-legged winged creature, to a humanoid Digimon, and then to another humanoid Digimon, to then Seraphirimon, the last humanoid angel-like Digimon that we know. Or now we could go to Magna Angemon to then Godramon. They've now given Godramon to Patamon in a way that it mirrors Hikari, because they've always seemed to be the mirrors of the side. You've got the light. They've always been light and hope, and they've always contrasted with each other. And this is no different with Hikari in this episode. It was definitely the main focal point of this episode, and it definitely shows it here. Now, I will say this, it does continue on seeming to be one of those occasions where, what can they do next? What can they bring to the table next? What can they do with her character next now? Are we going to end up seeing Ophanimon and Seraphirimon nearer to the end, nearer to the last episodes? Are we going to see them then? Because we got a hint of Ophanimon in this episode, but it's not going to be one of those cases where it's not going to be this episode. It's not going to be episode 58 where we see Ophanimon. But I digress. But like I was continuing on saying, we've got light and we've got hope. And that always seems to be the contrast with each other, light and hope. And I'm sorry if the lighting's still not as great. I should have put the main light on. But it just seems like, because now Patamon and Solomon, the four-legged dog-like Digimon, that is the rookie of Tailmon, have now got equally the amount of are definitely mirror images of each other. You've got a flying type dog Digimon, shall I say, a flying dog Digimon with wings. You've got the cat. Then you've got Digimon as the ultimate, and then you've got Digimon as the champion, and then you've got Ophanimon and Cerebromon as their megas, with Magna Angemon being the ultimate for Patamon. And then from the ultimates they now split and have similar contrasts in Digimon as well. We've got Holodramon now, Holodramon and Ophanimon for Tailmon, and we've got Godramon and Cerebromon for Patamon. So they are now definitely linked, and I think the people behind Digimon Adventure 2020 know that fans want to see Ophanimon. So Toei's deciding to give us both. Toei has given us both in a way, and I've now gone into from ranting to a rant about Ikari's Digivolutions and everything like that. But this episode definitely showed that, and this was definitely one of my favourite Hikari episodes. Definitely one of my favourite Hikari-centric episodes because it was fun, it was enjoyable, and it focused on her a lot more than Taichi. Even if Taichi was there, Taichi was on the sidelines for the majority of this episode. He was not helping out in a focal point, in a story perspective, in a story narrative. He was just there as a side character, as a side note, while the plot here was to deal with the light and life and Hikari's character growth in this episode, and showing us the potential we can get within her character in the last couple of episodes. And it all just seems to be leading into seeing Cerebromon and Ophanimon in this series, because it definitely shows them in the end credits, and we only see the Digimon's megas in the end credits of their main megas. So like I said before, Holodramon and Godramon are going to be a form of megas that might just be appearing once, similar to Blitz and Crescent Garurumon, Gold Armor Garurumon, or whatever you want to call it, and everything, because they just show up as well, but they haven't showed up since because of the circumstances for them. But this, same with Holodramon and Godramon, is I think going to be a similar case. But this has been my thoughts and video review of Digimon Adventure 2020 episode 58, and I really did enjoy it because it was definitely a fun episode as well. And this was one of my longest episodes I've actually ever done, because with a bit of rambling, but I did enjoy it as much as I hoped. Comment down below what you liked and didn't like about this review down in the comment sections down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now. See ya. Episode 58 was definitely a fun episode this time around, guys. It was definitely fun, definitely enjoyable. It was really fun and enjoyable and everything like that. But like always comment down below what you liked and didn't like about it. I already said that in the main part. I'm just repeating again here as well, just in case you haven't had time to do it yet. Comment down below what you liked and didn't like down in the comment sections down below. But like always, you can find my affiliate links as well down in the video description down below as well. And don't forget to check out my Patreon. It's appearing on screen, but you can also find that link in the video description down below as well. Don't forget, you can check out the chapter and markings as well. Even you probably already found them out as well. But they're there. But if you're a returning subscriber, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It goes a long way to give this video a like. It goes a long way anyway. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, press the bell, then click all to keep notified. And also don't forget to check out my other videos that are appearing on screen. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now. See ya.